Welcome to chapter 11. So we are almost done. We are approaching the end of the semester and we are ready to start with our last chapter. So chapter 11 is about, computations, dimensional analysis. We have circumference, area, and volumes. And to begin with, um, we're going to look at circumference of a circle, arc length, converting radians to degrees, and using circumference and arc length to find distance traveled. So that's the coverage of the first lesson in this chapter. So what do you remember about circumference when you were in middle school? You can see in this short reading here that, the circumference is actually the distance around the circle. So imagine you have a circular object and you tie a string around it. So the length of the string, that's the circumference. That's the distance around the circle. So there are two formulas that we have here, and they are C is equal to pi times D, and C is equal to 2 pi r. So maybe you're asking, how do I know which one to use? Well, it doesn't actually matter. It depends on what the given information is. If you're given the diameter, then go ahead and use pi d. If you're given the radius, you can use 2 pi r, or just multiply the radius by 2 and you will get also the diameter. So it's just a matter of what you prefer to use. We're going to look at some examples. Let me switch my screen over here. Okay, so find each indicated measure. Find the circumference of a circle with a radius 9 centimeters. So since I mentioned the radius, I'm going to use the formula that has the radius. So for letter A, C for circumference is equal to 2 pi r, where C is equal to 2. So 2 times, the value of your pi is 3.14, but I'm just going to keep it at pi right now. That's a 2, by the way. Okay, and then your radius is 9. So if I leave this in simplest pi form, then I'm going to get 18 pi. There you go. Now, if you want to change this to a decimal and round off to the nearest tens, you're going to multiply 18 by 3.14. So, let's see. What would that be? So my calculator says it's about 56.52. So to the nearest tens, that's approximately 56.5. So what did I do? So that's the answer to the first one. There, the approximate answer. Okay, now for letter B, you want to find the radius. Well, we're going to get started with the same formula, 2 pi r. The circumference is given to be 26 meters. Okay, is equal to 2 pi, and then you're looking for radius. So what you can do is you divide both sides by 2 pi, so you can cancel that on the right, and this one you will get 13 over pi is equal to r, because 26 divided by 2 is 13, and the pi stays at the bottom. So if you want to approximate that, let me see, I need to get my phone so I can do it in the calculator. It's 13 divided by 3.14, and I'm getting 4.14. So this will be 4.14. So to the nearest tens, this will be 4.1. So that's the answer to these two examples. So go ahead and go back to Schoology. In Schoology, you have, a check for understanding on how to find the circumference. All right, go ahead and work on that.